Today we're talking about how to fall-proof your home. This is something that many of us think about as we get older, or if we have an elderly family member living with us. We want to make sure that our homes are safe for them. And if they do happen to take a tumble, they're not going to hurt themselves badly. I am a certified aging-in-place specialist. Today we're talking about what you can do to fall-proof your home after 60. So when we're talking about fall-proofing our homes, we really want to talk about the leading causes of falls. The leading causes of falls are things like poor lighting, throw rugs, clutter cords, things like that. Those are the biggest culprits when it comes to people falling inside their homes. So those are the things that we want to address first. The first thing that we're going to talk about is lighting. Lighting is a big one. As we get older, our eyes don't necessarily see as well. And also our depth perception and our visual motor skills tend to decline a little bit as we age. So lighting is a really important thing to address. There's a couple of different ways that you can improve the lighting in your home. First, let's talk about the light bulbs that you're using. You want to use the largest light bulb that will fit in the socket. You also want to make sure that your shades and your curtains are open during the day so that you have as much natural lighting coming into your home as possible. If you're using light bulbs around your house that are the standard, kind of the smaller size, try changing those out for the larger size bulbs. They put out a lot more light. And then if you're using incandescent bulbs, consider switching to LED bulbs. LED bulbs are nice because they put out a lot more light, and they also save you money on your electric bill. A lot of people find that the fluorescent type bulbs are a little too bright or a little too cool for them. But the LED bulbs now come in a variety of different colors. They also have some that mimic natural light. So those are really good to use throughout your house. Another thing that you can do to help with the lighting in your house is to add motion sensor lights in certain areas. If there are certain areas around your house that are a little bit darker and maybe you do want to leave the lights on all the time, consider adding a motion sensor light. That way, when you walk into that room, the lights will turn on. There are a variety of different styles of motion sensor lights. Some of them just have a little light bulb in them. Others are a little bit more substantial and look a little bit more like a sconce. So, you can find something that will fit in with your decor while still adding additional lighting in your house. Another thing that you can do is to add nightlights. Nightlights are great to have in hallways and bathrooms. They can also be helpful if you're getting up in the middle of the night. To go to the bathroom, and you want to avoid having to turn on a bright light, some people find that the bright light kind of disorients them and makes it hard for them to get back to sleep. But if you have a nightlight on, it gives you just enough light to get you to the bathroom and back without disrupting your sleep cycle too much. The next thing that we're going to talk about is throw rugs. Throw rugs are another leading cause of falls. This is especially true for people who have balance issues or who are taking medications that can make them a little dizzy. If you have throw rugs in your house, consider removing them or at least securing them very well to the floor. Now, I know a lot of people like throw rugs because they help to define spaces in their homes. They help to separate areas. And if that's something that's really important to you, there are other ways that you can define spaces in your home without using throw rugs. If you're using throw rugs to define a space, consider using furniture to define that space instead. Or you could use area rugs that are secured to the floor. Area rugs are a little more secure than throw rugs because they usually a little heavier, and they also usually made of a non-slip material. You can also buy rug grippers to help secure your throw rugs to the floor. Another thing that you can do is to remove clutter from high-traffic areas. Clutter is another leading cause of falls. If you have boxes or baskets or anything sitting out, it can be easy to trip over. So you want to keep your walkways clear. Make sure that you're not putting things out where you might trip over them. And the same goes for electrical cords. Electrical cords can be a real tripping hazard. If you have a lamp cord or something laying across a walkway, it can definitely be a hazard. So you want to make sure that you're keeping cords up and out of the way. Also, you want to make sure that your cords are in good repair. So check your cords periodically, make sure there's no frayed wires or anything like that. You also want to watch for things like loose or broken stair steps. If you have stairs in your home, you want to make sure that they are secure and they're in good repair. You also want to make sure that the handrails are secure and strong. Sometimes the handrails are attached to the wall with just a couple of nails and they can easily come off the wall. You want to make sure that that doesn't happen. If you're concerned about that, consider attaching a more heavy-duty handrail to your wall.
Also,
make sure that any furniture that you have that might be a balance issue is secured to the wall. So, if you have a table that might tip over or something, you might want to secure it to the wall. There are actually a product called tip-over guards that you can get, and it helps to anchor furniture to the wall. If you have a fireplace in your home, you want to make sure that the fireplace is clean and there's no ashes or anything left in the fireplace. If you have a wood-burning fireplace, make sure that the ashes are completely out, that there are no embers left in the fireplace before you put the screen on. Make sure that the fireplace screen is in place and secure. If you have a gas fireplace, you want to make sure that it's cleaned regularly and that the logs are pushed all the way back into the fireplace. If the logs are hanging over the edge of the fireplace, it's easy to grab a hold of them and pull them back. And then, if you accidentally lean forward, you could easily fall forward onto the flames. If you have a shower in your home, there are a few things that you can do to make it safer. First, you want to make sure that you have a shower seat. A shower seat can help you to lower yourself down and make it easier to get in and out of the shower. It can also give you a place to sit down if you start feeling dizzy or unwell while you in the shower. You want to make sure that you have good traction in your shower and get shower treads that will help to increase the traction in your shower. Also, you can install a handheld shower head. A handheld shower head can help you to wash your hair and your back more easily. It can also help you to rinse your feet and make it easier to clean your legs and feet while you're re-showering. You also want to make sure that you have grab bars installed in your shower. Grab bars can help you to stabilize yourself while you're re-standing in the shower and help you to prevent falls. While we're talking about the bathroom, you also want to make sure that you have adequate lighting in the bathroom. The bathroom is a place where many falls occur. The bathroom is often dimly lit, which can make it difficult to see. Also, people sometimes get dizzy or lightheaded when they're in the bathroom. And if you have poor lighting, it can make it difficult to recover your balance. So, you want to make sure that you have good lighting in the bathroom. Consider adding a second light fixture or adding a brighter bulb to your existing fixture. As we get older, we may become a little weaker or have balance issues. And it can become difficult to get up and down out of chairs. If this is the case for you, consider using chairs that have seats that are closer to the ground. Some chairs that might work well for you are things like armless chairs, dining room chairs, or even some of the zero-gravity chairs that are designed for outdoor use. These chairs have wide seats and low profiles, making them easier to get in and out of. So, these are just a few things that you can do to fall-proof your home. By making a few simple changes, you can make your home safer for you and prevent falls. Remember to consult with a qualified professional before making any major changes to your home. And always test any products thoroughly before using them. Stay safe and keep enjoying your golden years.